Well, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Jeff Morrical, and I am the board member in charge of membership here for the Houston IMA chapter. Tonight is our Member Appreciation Night. At this meeting, we're going to honor members who have been a part of the IMA and have contributed their talents to the field of accounting and finance for the Institute of Management Accountants. In our midst, we have members who have had a continuing presence in the IMA for many years, members who put in their efforts into the local chapter to make it a success, and individuals who participate regularly and eagerly to make our chapter unique and special. Traditionally, the IMA has sent certificates to the local chapters of members who have reached 25 and 50 years of service to the IMA. This year, the IMA has sent the certificates to the individual members instead of the local chapter. However, we feel that these individuals who have dedicated their service to the IMA deserve special attention and recognition. Tonight, we're going to recognize two IMA members who have achieved 25 years of service. Our first individual, our first member, has worked for the Shell Oil Company and its various subsidiaries for more than 18 years. He's a Six Sigma Green Belt, and he has worked for charity, children's causes and charity for the last 7 or 8 years. Please help me recognize Amit Mazur. Amit, please rise. Our second member tonight, I only caught him on the way in a little bit, has had over 20 years at Papawaus. And he is a CMA. Is that right, Papawaus? How do you spell that? Say that.
Pappas Restaurants.
Pappas Restaurants. See how bad I am? And he has a CMA license. Please help me recognize Dale Graham. You may be seated. I'd also like to recognize some individuals who have been members of the IMA for a significant number of years, but due to scheduling conflicts, they could not be here today. They're David Barta, Joe Dixon, Clarence Ellis, Rick Hooten, Lee Marshall, Mark Zarzar, Scott Weisnot. Let's give them a short round of applause if we can. Our local chapter would not be what it is today without the thankless work and dedication of individuals who organize our meetings, attend events, and go to conferences on behalf of our local chapter. May I ask the current board members who are in attendance to rise and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. I know that at a future date this year we will give special recognition and attention to our board members for the year. At this time, I would like to open the floor for individuals who like to share their experiences or opinions about our chapter. It may be something that you enjoy about the organization, the events you attend here, or something personal that has positively impacted you or our profession. Would anybody like to share?
So I just briefly wanted to start with today's presentation. That is a living example of how valuable this network is and what it brings to you. One thing is not only important, I call it critical. If I go back 20 years, and if I will practice something day in, day out, it would be self-development. Before you fall in love with your paycheck, before you fall in love with your employer, doesn't matter how much you love your boss, one day you need your personal development for your street value so somebody else can carry you and you continue with this journey. Regardless of how big company you work for, people who fall short on that side, they struggle. So it was tremendous value. Thanks for Rick.
Thank you for that.
I mean, it was something I can listen 10 times if you ask me to. It was so important. And it was very nice and beautiful. And thanks to IMA Network, this is what it brings to all of us. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to share? Yes, Lynette.
Last year I got my 25-year membership with the IMA. So what it's given me are two additional, well, I guess I earned them, but two additional certifications. One was the CMA, and then I went ahead and got the CFM. But through volunteering on the boards, I can run meetings like nobody's business. And so that's helped me at work, because they like me to be in charge of meetings, because it's get in, get things done, get out, and get on with business. And the second thing is, I wasn't all that good of a student in college, so coming to meetings, getting the extra education that we get monthly, I have learned a heck of a lot that I've been able to apply on the job and have made myself more valuable to my employer. And let's see, if you're on Facebook, sometimes you might see a quiz about, well, how many states have you visited? So on a personal note, I did that, and there are a ton of states that I never would have visited had it not been for attending an IMA conference or going to one of the meetings that the IMA has in really on both coasts and stuff. So again, it's a great organization. I've got many friends with the IMA, and I give a lot to the IMA, but I get a lot back.
Thank you, Lynette. Yes, Rebecca.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Paulsett. I'm a CMA and I have my master's in finance. And in 2 years, I will be with IMA for 20 years. So that's how long I've been with the group. What I really like about IMA is I've been a board member in the San Diego North County chapter, and I've been a board member here in Houston. And what I really like about Houston is that you do have this networking opportunity downtown Houston. In San Diego and Los Angeles and out in California, you kind of have to go out in the boondocks. There's nothing downtown, so it's kind of nice to come on downtown and meet professionals and that sort of thing. The other thing that I wanted to share is one of my personal strengths. I have 5 of them. I took a Gallup test and whatever. One of my strengths is I'm a learner, and that's one of the things that I really enjoy doing, is putting on these events, talking to people. Is I learn something from every one of you, and everything I can bring is from the education standpoint. I really enjoy that, so I just wanted to share that about IMA.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Sure.
Yes, Gail.
Well, just back the first part of February, I was lucky enough to be able to go down to McAllen, Texas. I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but it was very important. I was down representing IMA, the Texas Council, being the current president, down at our first annual Student Business Networking Conference in affiliation with 3 universities down there in McAllen, Texas, and also acknowledged our 3rd brand new IMA student chapter down in McAllen, Texas. So we have 3 universities down there, all 3 of them have a student chapter. Spending the day with the kids was quite educational. And one of the things I did was give a presentation. Actually, Leroy and I tag teamed it. We did a presentation on the value of the CMA exam, what it would do for you, what the exam was like, what to look forward, or not to look forward to when you actually sit down to take the exam. But it was a good time. I never thought I would ever get down to McAllen, Texas. But it was very educational, and I wouldn't have had the opportunity to actually interact with all of those bright young college students if it hadn't been for that.
Thank you. Anyone else? Well, I'd like to share a personal anecdote with you. The value that I received from the Houston IMA is to connect with other people. Individuals who may not even be in the field of accounting or finance. I met a person right here in one of our technical meetings, and I developed a relationship, professional relationship, and he's in mining. But we have been messaging each other over the last many months now and talking about different events throughout Houston. And it was through coming to one of these meetings here that I was able to expand myself and that way to reach out to somebody else that was not even in our field. That was just a little anecdote about how IMA has actually impacted me. But I've been a member of several organizations, and I've learned one important role in all these nonprofit organizations. Individual member participation makes the organization run efficiently and gives back the value to its members. I'd like to share a few items with you just very briefly that individuals can look forward to in our upcoming year. We will continue to have our monthly technical meetings. You can attend the Texas Council meetings, and I'm sure we are going to hold several CPE events this year. Additionally, we also have our annual Texas Conference right here in Houston. It's right up at the DoubleTree Hotel near George Bush Airport, and you can find out more information at imatexasconference.com. As you leave here tonight, make sure you pick up a goodie bag for your sweet tooth if you haven't done so already. And again, thank you to all the members of the Houston IMA who make our chapter unique and special. Please help me welcome back to the podium Gail Shires.